Hey gang, Greg Sirianni coming to you live from Irvine, California. I thought I would take an opportunity to use video as a vehicle to one, get a little closer to you guys since I'm not out there today, but two, give you a little insight as to what I've been learning as I've been out in the field for several months, learning this magazine business as effectively as I can possibly learn it. And I'll tell you what, riding with over 15 sales reps, you see some really, really good best demonstrated practices, and I thought I would take the opportunity to share them with you today. Now, I could have done this just over the phone and try to describe what I do, but I thought, hey, what the heck? We have video, we have the internet, we have YouTube. I can get this thing done right now tonight. Now, unfortunately, it is Monday night, basketball's on, and I am in my office at 8 o'clock trying to get this video done for you guys for tomorrow. That all said, I want to start by just sharing something with you. You're probably wondering, I know Mark has done this already for you, but if there's any thought as to how we got insight into where to actually go to present these magazines, you're going to find that Mark and I took an opportunity when I was out there last. And if you take a look here, you can see a map of Vegas. And you'll find that in this map, you'll see areas, like desert shores, areas like southern hills. You'll see areas like Southern Highlands, rather. You'll see areas like Green Valley. You'll see areas like Hoover Dam. You'll see areas like Centennial Hills. And these are all areas that Mark and I took some time, and he drove me around each one of these towns in order to get the best towns selected. So, for example, if we are going to be going into, let's say, Green Valley, right? One of the things that we would use is a map, and then we would shape some demographics around that map to pick the ideal towns, the highest income, highest household value, and highest propensity to spend, quite frankly. So magazines are a very, very unique business. So from a strategy of walking in and saying hello, here's what I've learned in the field. First of all, I don't have your Highland magazine in hand, the cover, but we'll use Venice as an example. I'll say Highland, but it's our Venice Life magazine. And inside it is 32 pages of articles and editorials, advertising. So the other thing that we've learned to use is an iPad. And quite frankly, the days of, loading up with materials and walking in with, all your books and having everything loaded up armor when your briefcase over your shoulder, we've realized that these two items right here probably have the biggest impact. Now, if you don't have an iPad or a Android-based tablet, it's okay. I would recommend going in with this, nothing else. And there's a couple of tips that we've learned. We've learned to use the word, I'm here to introduce myself, and I want to introduce you to the Green Valley Life magazine. So they're the two things you're going to want to write down. I want to introduce, I'm Greg Sirianni. I'd also wanted to introduce to you, more importantly, a brand new magazine that we're going to be launching in Green Valley. It's going to be called Green Valley Life. And that's kind of how the introduction starts. So when someone walks into a door, when you now walk in, it kind of looks like this. Hey, I know I'm crazy, guys, but I just figured this might help. So you're walking up to the counter, and you go, hey, how are you? I'm Greg Sirianni. I wanted to stop in and introduce myself, but more importantly, I wanted to introduce a brand new magazine, and you put it in their hand. A brand new magazine that's going to be going out to the Green Valley area, and it's going to be called Green Valley Life Magazine. In fact, this magazine is going to be going to 5,142 homes and businesses in the area. And for the first time ever, it's a magazine that the articles are written by the people for the people. Take a hold of this, and you hand it off. what you're going to find in that magazine as you flip through it is that there's only 40 spots available. So it is an exclusive opportunity, but more importantly, there's limited inventory by classification. So you're a jeweler, and I wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to get your jewelry store here represented. You have beautiful jewelry and great display. This is an opportunity for you to be one of only 2 jewelers in the area. And I thought I'd give you a first shot at it. Average income, $86,000. Average household price, $425,000. So you know that there's disposable income in this community. So I thought I'd stop by and say hello and see if you want to play a part in this. Now at this stage, stop for a second, no more role playing. At this point, those lyrics generate 2 things. A client's going to say, not really interested, not for me. Or they're going to say, you know what? How much is it? And I have found, Sharon, you can attest to this, I found over and over and over again clients at the end of that intro, and I've learned this from our sales reps, watching these sales calls take place. 2 things happen. How much is it? Or I'm not interested. So let's rewind. I come back. I'm at that point of introducing myself in the magazine. I mentioned that this magazine is going to 5,142 homes in the area. Average income of $86,000. Median family household price of $460,000. And then I let them know that there is limited inventory because there's only 40 spots. And it's exclusivity because there's only 2 jewelers. And I'd like you to play a part in that. And they say, how much is it? And when they say that, this is where the iPad comes into play. What we've been doing is if you don't have an iPad, you go over your rates. If you do have an iPad, you download 6 or 7 slides and it looks like this. So you know what? I'm glad you asked about price. Let me walk you through our pricing. In fact, if you take a look, our pricing is pretty much, and this is the magazine that we were just talking about, but our pricing is done specifically off of distribution. And you can tell here that this is the distribution area that everybody in this area gets. In fact, if we zoom in, you can see the local high school is right here. All this yellow area is exactly where the magazine is going to be distributed. So it's going to the highest possible income. It's going to the highest possible oh boy, I lost my train of thought, gang. See, it even happens to me. It's going to the people with the highest income and the highest propensity to spend. If you take a look, here's the demographics. Like I said, now this income could be different in your area, but the income is $162,000. The median household is $820,000, and the average age is $42,000. So when you think about this, I want you to draw attention to 2 bullet points here. One is that this is a magazine that the articles are submitted by business owners. So what that means to you, Mr. Client, is that you have an opportunity for the first time to actually be the person writing the articles. It could be about your industry, or it could be about a club that you're involved in. If you're involved in the Boys and Girls Club and you raise money every single year, you can write about that and get the word out. The other thing is I want to draw your attention to is that you're going to find that this magazine is mailed to every single home in the area that I just described to you. So not only do we not put these in racks, you're not going to find them at a 7-Eleven. You're not going to find these at the end of a grocery store aisle. These are mailed into every home, so we guarantee, we know that everybody gets it. It's a great thing. Now here's a special thing that we just added. On top of our normal distribution, we actually put these in the waiting room of physicians, of beauty salons, and of chiropractors, free of charge. We put them in there so that each month a fresh article and a fresh edition comes out, and the patients waiting for the doctor get a chance to have exposure to your business. So the other thing that I want you to know is that this isn't our first rodeo. You can see that we've done these magazines in Huntington Harbor. You can see that we've done these magazines in Seacliff, in the Woodlands, in Desert Valley, in Rancho Mirage, and now here we are in Las Vegas. Now, the beautiful thing is that you asked about pricing. How much is it? We have 4 prices. 3 are the ones I want to talk to you about. We have a full page, which is a large. We have a half page, which is a medium. We have a quarter page, which is the small. So we have full page, half page, quarter page. We have some starter plans as well that look like this. Oh, excuse me. We have some starter plans that look like this, business card size. But these essentially are our 3 ads that we have. And our pricing is as simple as it gets. There's no secrets here, guys. We just roll this out like this. You know, we have 12-month contracts, and then we have 9-month contracts. The beautiful thing is anybody for our first edition gets the 12 months for the price of 9. You get 12 months for the price of 9. You can't beat it. So if you take a look here, you can see that there's our discounted rates. And I'd like to be able to offer you this opportunity because, like I said, we are going to all the jewelers in the area, and we thought we'd have an opportunity to talk to you first. So what do you think? And that's it. That's the price. That's the sales call. And this is not designed to get into a big, deep, rich needs assessment. It's magazines. It's creative. There's people that want that kind of exposure. It's branding. Keeping your message out for 12 months straight has been just an awesome, experience in my area. Right now we have booked just under $1 million of revenue, and we just got into this business. So, look, I hope these lyrics help you guys. I have a little presentation that I did earlier, and I hope that maybe this is something that you can use and take to the field. So with that, I'm going to turn this back over to Mark and team. I really appreciate your attention. And, hey, I feel like I was there, and hopefully you guys got something out of this. Have a great day, gang.